Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today we learn about direct and indirect control of a double acting cylinder. So first will be the direct control. So I need a double acting cylinder first, and to control this double acting cylinder I need a 5x2 DCV. So both sides of this DCV will be solenoid operated. This is the symbol of solenoid. So this is the pneumatic part. Now I will draw the electrical part. So I will give two push buttons to control both sides of the cylinder. So this is push button 1, PB1, and this is push button 2 or PB2. And I will end the connection with a solenoid. I have to identify these solenoids. So this one is Y1 and this one is Y2. I will match this identification in the DCV solenoid. So Y1 and Y2. So what it means that when this coil of the solenoid energizes, then it will send a signal to the left side of this DCV. Similarly, if the solenoid coil is energized, then it will send a signal to the right side of this DCV. So to sum up this process, if I push this PB1 button, then this Y1 solenoid will get actuated, the coil will get energized. Then it will give a signal to this left side, the cylinder then will extend. Vice versa, if I press this PB2 button, then Y2 solenoid's coil will get energized, then it will give a signal to this right side of this DCV and this cylinder will retract. This is all for the direct control. Now let's see the indirect control. So I'm going to copy this. Okay, for the indirect control, I need two additional components, and that is relay. I'm going to erase this. Now, same as before, I will have a push button, and with this push button, I need a relay. So suppose this is push button 1, this is push button 2, and this first relay coil is K1 and the second one is K2. Now I will have a limit switch. With the limit switch, I will give a solenoid connection. Another limit switch with a solenoid connection. So the first limit switch will sense this K1 and the second one sense this K2. And this is solenoid Y1 and this is solenoid Y2. So what happens is that when I push this first push button, this relay coil will get energized. Then this first limit switch will close the contact and Y1 solenoid gets activated and it gives signal to the left side of this 5x2 DCV and this cylinder will extend. Similarly, pushing this PB2, K2 relay will get energized. It will close the contact of this K2 limit switch. Then Y2 solenoid will get energized. Then a signal will go to the right side of this 5x2 DCV and the cylinder will retract. So what is the benefit of this indirect control? Why we are using extra relay? I could done the job with solenoids. Well, I explained the relay and solenoids in these videos. You can check that out. Then it will get clear to you why we need relay and solenoid together. Mainly it's for the safety purpose. Relay can tolerate high power surge than solenoid. So it is best to use both together. Now let's see in the fluid sim software. Okay, first this is the double acting cylinder. Now I need 5x2 DCV. Both sides will be solenoid operated. So here, pneumatically, electrically, we choose electrically for both sides. Now let's give the power supply and exhaust. Okay, so the pneumatic part is done. Now for the electrical part. So I have 24 volt, 0 volt. First, we construct the direct control. So I have a push button here and I need solenoids. Let's connect these. So I'll address this solenoid as Y1 and this one to Y2. Now I will link this solenoid to this DCV solenoid. Here I have Y1 and electric connector is Y2. Okay. Now let's simulate. So if I push this button, then the cylinder will extend, and if I push the right button, the cylinder will retract. So it is working perfectly. Now let's see the indirect control. I need two relays and I need a push button. I will name this relay K1 and K2. And I will link these K1 and K2 to these two limit switches. So limit switch is selected and related object is K1, okay, and K2, okay. So let's simulate. So pushing the first push button and the second one. So you see it is behaving exactly like before, but this time it is more safe because of these relay coils. So indirect control is preferred more over direct control. So that's all for today. I hope you understood this. If not, then please comment. See you in the next video. Allah Hafiz.